All right, I know I'm not the only one here. How many of you have started a project and then unintentionally not finished it? In this case, I'm talking about my Integra sedan. Back in August, which was about 3 months ago, I cut off the rear end to this thing in hopes to restore it. The quarter panels were pretty rusty and this thing was hodgepodge together. Not the cleanest build. Oh my gosh. So I found a parts card that I was planning to chop in half the same way and use the rear end to restore my original chassis. But when I finally cut this car in half, I realized, I think the parts card might be cleaner than my original chassis. So I ended up pausing the project so I can think about what I wanted to do. My goal today is to figure out the actual plan for this car and to get this project moving. Since I've cut this car in half, we have gone to Connecticut to save Maddox. We have also driven to Tennessee to pick up Tay's S13 240SX. We also re-engineered a subframe for the 300ZX and then took it drifting to verify the corrections. And lastly, we just got back from Vegas. It was my first time at SEMA. And to my surprise, I came back home to snow and 20-degree weather. That's why I'm all bundled up. Now that we're back, let's take a look at the project car and see what we're working with. Now, when project cars get pushed to the side, they usually become storage units. I find these huge hunks of metals to make a great table, perfect to put junk and clutter in front of, on the side, and inside of. But once we take care of all the clutter and junk, we can push this thing outside and see where we left off. All right, so this is where we left off. It looks like I have everything prepped in the rear end to be drilled, but I didn't drill it yet. What I mean by drilling is the spot welds. I drill these out, take them off how you would at a body shop, marked it all the way up to where I want to cut over here. It's crazy to see that there's rust forming already. This thing has been in the garage. It's already rusting. Now a little background about this car. I found it on Facebook Marketplace and it came with no title. Unfortunately, I couldn't get one either. We looked up the history and it was a New York flood car. I'm actually shocked that it wasn't rusty at all. Quarter panels are mint. It's got some front end damage and also mismatch. Aftermarket bumper, wrong spec headlights, cooked hood. It's orange on the bottom, kind of weird. Core support is tweaked a little bit and the bottom is completely folded in. Honestly, savable chassis, not gonna lie. It's unfortunate to cut one up. My problem is, and I'm learning this about myself, as if it wasn't obvious already, is that I like to collect junk. And I like to save as many cars as possible. But I bought this car as parts, and I just need to use it as parts and be done with it. It's really hard to bring myself to cut up a car that could be saved, but here we are. It is what it is, I guess. Freezing, I can't even feel my fingers right now. So I'm gonna pull this car into this garage because for the first time ever, we have heat. Oh, what a blessing. After all my years of wrenching in the cold outside, we're in a non-heated garage. This is great. I haven't driven this car in, I guess, 3 months. Let's see if it starts up. No way, right? Yeah, it's super dead. Oh, hello heat. Ooh, from February 2019. No wonder why the battery's dead. Woo! Talk about a cold start. This is a cool angle to see. What's up?
I'm ready to help.
You look ready. Isn't it cold out here?
Yeah. You like my beanie?
Oh, okay. I see. All right, let's move some cars around, eh? So while we have these cars side by side, I figured I'd go over a quick plan of attack. So we know this rear end is completely removed, but there's still more I need to take off. This floor pan has been lap welded in not the greatest quality or styling. So we're gonna redo that. However, I wanted to chop this one in half first so that I can get better access to the floor pan. We know that the quarter panels and rear end are gonna have to come off regardless, so I figured we would start with that. Because then I need to tackle getting this, I guess, fiberglass out of here. That's gonna be really fun. I'm guessing that there was a subwoofer in here or something. I don't know. Either way, I'm most likely gonna have to chop this panel a little bit deeper back than that one. Ideally, it'd be great to replace the entire panel. However, it goes all the way up to the back seat area. Oh. That's right, it goes all the way from the trunk to here. One piece of metal. I know it's kind of hard to see because there's a bunch of junk in here, but yeah, I don't know. That's like cutting the whole car in half. Been there, done that. Don't think we need to go that intense. Another thing I'm gonna need to figure out is the wheel arches, or I guess as they say in the body shop, wheelhouse. Kind of strange, right? This piece connects all the way up here. I don't know if this is a mono thing, mono frame, or what, but yeah, I don't know. I asked some body shop guys what I should do, and they said it's okay to just cut it here and lap it, so I might just do that. Just some things that I'm thinking ahead about while I have the cars side by side. It's always good to plan ahead. Makes it super easy to back up. See exactly where you're going. We'll come back for you. As much as I would love to start on the project right away, there's something about not being able to work in a dirty workspace. So I'm gonna start with just organizing some of the stuff we have going on. We've been go all summer. All of our countertops are cluttered up. Yeah, we got a lot to go through, but we'll figure it out. All right, I think that's clean enough. Slight sidetrack considering the sun is now setting. But let's get started.
Finally.
Ready to work?
Yeah, I've been waiting all day. Oh, it's just me? Okay.
Yeah.
It's a steak avocado pesto sandwich, but I've never made it before, so you need to try it and let me know what you think.
Oh my gosh. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
It's a good day. Luckily, the most annoying part is done, which is exposing all the spot welds. Now we can just start drilling. I'm gonna start with a pilot hole just so the spot weld drill bit doesn't walk around too much. We'll get cranking. I think I'm gonna remove the quarter panels and the trunk pan as one piece, just like I did on my Integra. I did it on my Integra just to see if I could possibly do it, and I can. And that'll just help me know for sure that all these panels are gonna be in correct alignment when I put them on the new chassis. A clear workspace equals a clear mind. So if you're ever feeling unmotivated or not know where to start, just start with cleaning. Seems to work pretty well. Tay is gonna use a 5/16-ish drill bit.
5/64.
Oh, 5/64.
You said 5/16.
Yeah, that'd be a lot bigger, wouldn't it?
I can't tell if this is one of them though. It was just sitting over here.
Yeah,
This
that's
one's
close
pretty
enough.
dull. Okay.
Just a small guy.
Oh.
Oh.
Oops.
We don't want to go all the way through, but if it does, it's not the worst thing considering we're not using this panel anymore. So after she goes through and makes all these indents, then the spot weld drill bit gets applied. The pilot hole makes it a lot easier for this bit to be centered, because if you try and use just the bit without the pilot hole, it'll walk around like crazy and it just doesn't work. It's a tried and true method that we're going to continue doing.
I used to cop a lot. Whenever cop, no drop. Hold mics like ponytails tight and bobble ops. Stop, stick around, come through and dig the sound of the fly brown 6060 cycle. We throw the dick around, bound to go 3 plat. Came to destroy rap. It's an intricate plot of a b-boy strap. Fem stack cats get kidnapped. Then release a statement to the press. Let the rest know who did that. Metal fist terrorist, claim responsibility. Broken household name usually set in hostility. What is MF? Silly. I like to take ments to the end for 2 milli. Do-do-do-do-do, that's an audio daily double. Rappers need to fall off just to save me the trouble. Yo, watch your own back, get in and go out alone, black. Stay in the zone, turn H2O.
Tay and I have basically every pilot hole drilled. This is the easy part of the job. However, I didn't drill this one quite yet. This one hangs on to the rocker panel and attaches it to the wheelhouse, which is the inner wheel well section. But check this out. This weld did not attach from the factory. This is incredibly difficult to show, but you can see this tiny section here where it's indented that's supposed to attach to this panel, and it is clearly not. Pretty wild to see. For reference, I'll show you this side. So there's the pilot hole, right? It's close enough in there. And you can very clearly see it just barely made it on there. Just barely touched that inner panel. It's just one of those things you would only notice if you're doing a job like this. Pretty wild. Just wanted to share that with you guys. But all right, let's switch bits. I remembered this sneaky guy right here too. Almost forgot that one last time. Now we also got to figure out the spot welds in here. I'm pretty sure I just took off this trim on the gas cap. These clips are not easy to get out. But now that we have this trim off, there should be 4 spot welds right here we drill out next. Whoa! Now this is a Milwaukee tool household. However, nothing beats the corded OG. This thing is a big beaver. And honestly, I found that using the spot weld drill bit with the cordless, it just eats up the batteries super quick. And we already have a couple charging because we already burned through one with the regular drill bit. So nothing beats the torque coming out of this guy. Oh yeah, and fun fact, this was actually my dad's. So it's probably from maybe the 80s, maybe the 90s? I don't know, we'll see. I'll report back when I find out, but it definitely shows its age. Now the whole goal and purpose of using this spot weld drill bit is to go around those spot welds that we just drilled pilot holes in. This is basically a mini hole saw. That pilot hole is gonna hold this stud very nicely and centered. You can barely tell, but the panel started to separate. What we don't want to do is go all the way through. It doesn't matter too much since we're probably not going to be using this C-pillar. However, we are probably going to be using the wheelhouse and the trunk pan, which we're going to need to reattach later on. Just something to keep in mind. So it's a good habit just to not go all the way through in this case.
On Tuesday, ever since the womb till I'm back with my brother went, that's what my tumor say. Right above my government doomulate, either unmarked or engraved, hey, who's to say? I wrote this one in BCO section. If you don't believe me, go get bagged and checked then. Cell number 17, I'm under the top bunk. I say this not to be mean, was bad luck a pop junk. Pop the trunk on C-Cypher punk, leave him left scrape, God forbid. If ain't no escape, blame MF tape. Definition super villain, a killer who loved children, one who is well skilled in destruction as well as building. While City Sheldon teaches the trife to be trifer. I'm trading science fiction with my man, a live lifer. A pie piper, holler a rhyme, a dollar and a dime, do his thing, ring around the white collar crime. Get out my face, asking about my case, steam toothpaste, fresh cement, monkey style nigga to death to death, and dope fiends still in their teens. Shook niggas turn witness, real men's mind their own business. That's the difference between sissy pissy rappers and double dutch.
Alright. I think we are all done drilling spot welds. I was gonna say this is my favorite part, but not quite yet. Now we gotta cut the C-pillar, and I'm not sure what pillar this is called, but we'll just call it the floor. Somewhere over here, measure twice, cut once. So we're gonna go out and measure my Integra and see how far back I cut it. We wanna make sure that this panel is longer so that there's some overlap and we can always trim it back if needed. Then comes my favorite part, which is popping all these spot welds apart. It's always a joy seeing them lift up from each other. Oh, that one's starting. We're almost there, we're almost there.
Ah, the half cut.
So what we have here is the collapsed side. So you can see some of the Bondo that was in this. Ugh. All right, let's measure how far back we went from the rocker. So I'm just gonna go from the edge here. Looks like I cut back 14.5 on this side. Just make sure we're the same on both sides. 14 on this side. So we'll say 15 minimum inches we need there. As for the C-pillar, not too sure where to measure from. Maybe we'll go from this threaded hole here. I don't think that's a good measurement, I don't know. Let's go from this. That corner, here we go. 23 and 22. So let's say 2 feet for the C-pillars. And what was the bottom measurement?
15.
15? 2 feet and 15, perfect.
Thanks, half cut.
We said at least 2 feet from this corner. Well, we have it drilled to here, so we'll just go up there since we know that's far enough. All right, so that's 2 feet-ish. But we have to here, so we'll cut it like that. We already know that's gonna be too big, right? And what did we say on this side? 15 inches, right?
15.
So let's measure that from the rocker panel here. Okay, well, let's see if we can take more than 15. We can always cut more, right? And we have it up to that spot weld, so that's perfect. Again, this is a super rough measurement. You're only doing this so we can get the panel off the car. Perfect. We got 15, one more time. But we only measured once. Should we measure again?
Perhaps.
No, we got it right. Right? 15 on this one?
15.
Okay, I'll go more. I'll go 16. Cool. Thank you. I almost forgot. It's always important to cover glass when grinding or welding. So what we have here is a fire blanket. These are made out of fiberglass, which I thought was not fireproof. What do you call that? What's the opposite of fireproof? Flammable? But it's actually a flame retardant, as they call it. Voila!
Hold a microphone, double clutch. COs make rounds, never have ox found on shakedown, lockdown, wet dreams of Fox Brown on doomsday. Ever since the wound till I'm back where my brother went. That's what my tumor said. Right up on my government accumulate, either unmarked or engraved. Hey, who's to say?
How'd we do, boss?
We got one perfectly cut. We got the other one not so perfect. That's 50-50. That ain't so bad.
We'll take it.
This mic is like yin and yang. Playing crime don't pay. Listen, you, it's like me holding up the line at the kissing booth. I took her back to the truck, she was uncool, spitting all out the sunroof through her missing tooth. But then she has a sexy voice, sound like Jazzy Joyce. So I turned it up faster than a speeding knife. Strong enough to please a wife, able to drop to the...
You know, at least she had some privacy while she was getting cut.
Some privacy. Now this is the fun part, my favorite part, splitting the panels in half. So I like to grab a nice trusty dusty flathead screwdriver. This is a Craftsman. I think this was also my dad's at one point. And yeah.
To start prying.
There's probably a real tool for this at a body shop, I'm not too sure. Oh, come on. So satisfying. Look at that. First try, the whole panel. That's some good stuff right there.
That's the cup of goo.
Oh! Here, check out this one. This one's usually really satisfying because this one has glue on it. So usually it'll drop sand and debris and dust. You see it coming out? First try. Now we don't want to mess up the panel too much while we're prying on it because we need to reuse all this. So I'm just trying to be cautious to see if it comes free easily. If not, I might need to drill or Dremel additional pieces. This is usually the hardest part, the wheel arch. You gotta pull the screwdriver towards you and stab yourself in the stomach. I might start with the rocker there. The rocker is really hard to do. I wouldn't be surprised if I need to go back and drill some more.
Crap for his rap, plus the mic can get the same thing an A-rap would do to you for stealing. With the devil, he's on another level. It's a word, no a name. MF, the super villain.
Oh, I forgot to drill that one. That sneaky fat. You see that? Ooh, that one definitely needs to be drilled a bit more. You see it lift off? Mm-hmm. Actually, we gotta take the screw out. Keep that screw in there. Specific size so we won't lose it. Perfect. God bless this car for being unrolled. Stock quarters, beautiful, super rare in this day and age. But man, is it difficult to get off. It could be worse, it could be rolled.
It could be cut.
It could be cut, be non-existent. Like mine.
Or rusted.
Yeah, mine was all welded together and rusted. Oh, it's just barely hung up. Come on now.
Split
That's the most annoying thing. It's already blown through too.
Making progress on the wheel well, slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely. Oh yeah, another reason why I thought it was okay to chop this car up. It turned out to be not as rust-free as I thought. There's some specks. Rust just pouring out. It's crazy because the panel we need is not rusted. It's what's underneath.
Was yours pretty rusty behind it when you took it off?
My Integra?
Yeah.
Oh, it was cooked. It was rusty when I got it, and I just welded all this stuff shut. Cause there was rust holes in mine when I got it. A crust right there. Is this a spot weld? Let's see if we can free it up now. Oh, I forgot we had to take these out. I'll get a right screwdriver for that. Please don't strip. Please don't strip. Oh, yes. 2 for 2? Dude. There's gonna be 1,000 comments saying, why don't you get a hammer screwdriver? Actually, it's called an impact driver. Mm-hmm. I don't have one, all right? I am the impact driver.
Use your muscles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Been on there for, how long? It's a 98. And it's 2025. So 25 plus 2. 27 years. That's older than you.
Not as old as you, though.
All right.
Okay.
Ooh. So this one is interesting because this is a 3-layer. So we have this back panel, which I forgot what it's called. And then there's a quarter panel. And then there's the base underneath it. So our goal here is to peel back the top layer just enough to make sure that we drilled the spot welds deep enough on the quarter panel that it's off of the bottom layer. Kind of confusing. All while not trying to ruin this edge too. Don't really want to pry against that. I can see that it's free on this one. This one's very clearly free. That one's free. Is there one more over here hanging it up? side is free.
She's loose.
And we don't want to take it off this rear trunk pan again. Or I guess not the trunk pan, but the back panel. So, our last piece on this side is going to be the back of the wheelhouse, which is clear, and this section, which has adhesive, so hopefully it doesn't fight us too much. I definitely missed one. That's how they get you, man. That's how they get you. Free. Whoa. 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 Those definitely gotta be drilled a little bit more. Oh, that's a double. Sometimes they'll do a spot weld on top of a spot weld, so it's like double the size. You can kind of see a tiny indent here. I can only tell because I've done so many of them. Definitely drilled right through that one. All right.
Oh.
That's free. Halfway done. Round 2. Fight. Oh man. First try? Come on now. Yeah, some of these slipped off. You can see my my marks there. Should we try manpower first?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You got soft hands, brother.
What do you mean, brother?
Why does my voice when I'm sick, I sound like a blue collar worker?
Yeah, you could play off this one. Just got off a 50-hour shift.
Unpaid.
Unpaid. I go to work for fun. You're getting paid? Oh no, don't lose your hardware. Don't do it.
Where's my cigarettes? Did you get this guy?
Oh.
Johnny, it might be too big.
This is you versus the guy who tells you not to worry about.
Here's-
Babe, why won't it fit?
Here, sweetie pie, use this one.
Look.
Nope. Come on.
Sweetie pie.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey, sweetie.
Need a ride? Where's your cover for it?
I don't know. Oh, I did get that one, so that's good. All right, let's see how we did on the side. That looks all free. That's a good sign. I should also mention, this is spring loaded. The reason we don't drill all the way through with the pilot hole is because this tip acts as a spring. So it pushes against the back panel. So.
It's like at the chiropractor when they crack you.
Oh yeah. This is me every time I go to the chiropractor.
It's that old age, that's what it'll do to you. Huh?
All right.
Us young guys, you know.
This stuff's all free, but this corner is kind of tight. I think another double. That's how they get you, folks. Those doubles. What the heck? This just fell out of there. Quarter panels free. With this layer. Oh, look at that, it's all free. Okay, last but not least, we have the trunk pan. This is also an adhesive line. Sometimes when there's adhesive, it makes it a lot harder to break loose. Let's just see how we do. Yeah, see, it's glued on. So it doesn't want to move, but it's moving. Oh. One more corner, and we can probably take off the whole rear end.
Is something like this through both panels?
No.
No? Okay.
Still super tight right here on the gas door. I only saw 2 spot welds. Maybe I'll go look at the other one. A little cheat sheet. Yeah, just 2 spot welds right there. Let's check the inside. See how it's glued on? Oh yeah, it's thick. Thick glue. Yeah, it's folding right here. I can even see these bottom ones moving. It must be the glue up here. I'm using a flathead and a hammer, and I'm looking through the taillight pocket to see where to put it. Over here.
I bet it's on this other side here since you can't really reach it.
Yeah. There was a lot of glue. Another one. Look at how it landed in the same way. Okay, we might have a whole rear end now. That side's off. I'm scratching the paint. Wow. All in a day's work. Let's see the damage report. Rusty, but not bad. It still exists. Yeah, look at definitely some evidence of a Midwest winter. But this is what we really care about. Check the inside of the panel. This is a hot spot for rust. Not too bad. You can see where the repair was done. This is why it's important too to insulate the inside, or I guess not insulate, but coat the inside after welding to the exterior. Because this was all exposed metal. Could have made the rust happen faster. You can see this is the glue from the factory that makes these rust out. The downfall of a 90s Honda. They put rubber in here. But yeah, I'd consider this a usable quarter. Let's see this side. Oh yeah, check that glue out. More of the rubber here. Hopefully most of this rust goes away, just surface. I'm gonna grind all that rubber out too. Trunk pan is mint. All of our seams here are nice. You cold?
Yeah.
Wow, it's so satisfying.
Not even warm anymore.
Not ideal. Might end up just making some. It's funny because it's rusting exactly where the rubber is. That's how you know it's a problem. This doesn't look horrible. It doesn't look beautiful either. I'm hyped on the progress we've been making. However, that was the easy part. The next step we need to do is figure out how we're getting this wheel arch off. Or if we think this is too rusty, Maybe I can just try and repair the one on my original chassis. That way I don't have to drill out 1,000 spot welds to get this off. It looks like this wheel arch is the C-pillar, which is crazy. My S13 and my Gloria was not like that at all. You were able to just take out the spot welds on the outside here and just peel it off. Super easy. Not sure why Honda did it that way. I am planning to drop some new items in the merch store next weekend. And for the first time ever, Tay and I will be shipping out all of the merch. So I want to make it more personable, and I think we're finally in a position where we can do that. Hopefully. Well, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.